like I get that parenting styles have evolved over time and stuff.
They just gotten soft.
Well, yeah.
Parenting hasn't
I'm just
evolved.
saying it's evolved. It's some things that we did back in the day that we could do better, but I do think the discipline in today's parenting is lacking to a degree. Could be some people who are younger parents, now but I don't think kids today have the same level of being held to the same level of accountability as like our generation. Like it was.
No, they're not.
No,
it was
I don't
stuff that like kids today will live stream themselves doing something totally stupid.
Man, I got the wop. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to
Yeah, like you
Can't take you seriously.
like I can't imagine my parents seeing me on a live stream.
I won't be alive anymore.
Robbing some store downtown or something like, man.
Yeah, I won't be alive. I won't be alive anymore. They not getting me out of jail.
I'm not coming to the crib.
Well, my thing is, Ida said the parent is lacking in discipline today because the village has shifted. Well, see, Ida, when you say the village, right? Aunts and uncles and cousins, they still around.
We don't have Big Mama no more.
The village was.
So we talking about Big Mama.
But see, she right.
Hold on.
Because the village was more than just your immediate family.
It was
I know for me, if I'm outside and I'm doing something stupid,
and your neighbors see you,
my neighbors see me, man,
you right.
I might get hands put on me by my neighbor. And take it down the street,
hands put on you,
and then
home.
by the time I get to the crib,
you getting another.
I'm getting another one.
You right, because my neighbor used to call me out on shit.
For real,
Flinch and I give you two. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is.
Rock say the last generation to get whoopings was the '90s babies. Nah, I would say early. I would say the 2000s babies. I would say 2000s.
No, I agree with Rock.
The '90s,
man.
Well, I would say '90s was like the real meaningful ass whoopings. But the 2000s, we got whoopings.
Bro, what about the 2000 kids challenging their parents?
You say what?
The 2000 the 2000 generation is challenging their parents, bro. They're not scared of their parents. Bro, I'm still scared of my mama, and she's 70-something years old.
And that's the thing right there.
I'm still scared of my OG and my dad, bro. I never buck up to them, bro. No matter
People
how old
nowadays, they act like your child having some level of fear of you is a bad thing. Fear is healthy, bro. Like fear keep you from doing some stuff that you shouldn't do.
It keeps you from messing up on certain things that you shouldn't probably mess up too early on. But so what do you think, like my son, right? What do you think his discipline gonna be like? Not him specifically, but just kids at 2 and 3. What do you think their discipline gonna be like? Because they're gonna grow up in the AI era.
That depends on the parents.
For my son, he just made 5.
Okay.
July 24th. So that's my baby boy. Obviously, I'm raising him a little different,
a little softer,
to a degree, in part because he's autistic.
Okay. So
I don't be as hard on him as I've been with like my older kids who are like, some in college and all that. So I try to, but I still have my moments where I gotta step into his butt, because it's like, I'll put it this way: it's certain things I can't play around with. Like if my kid is outside and he runs towards the street and I tell him to stop, he's got to stop. This can't be a negotiation about stopping. And I've been around people where their kids respect me more than they respect their actual parents. And to me that's crazy. I was like, if I see your kid running towards the street, you yelling to stop, and they still going, but I yell for them to stop and they stop. Well, the dynamic is off or somewhere. Like what's going on?
So hold on, Ken. Hold on. So I'm gonna talk about the autistic for a moment.
Go ahead.
So I understand kids are autistic. I have one as well. He's 22. So my brother has been knowing me for over 20 years. He knows my son. I don't, just like Julius probably said the same thing, I don't treat my son as autistic. My son knows right from wrong. He knows. If he do something wrong, he knows, because he has this look on his face, and I got a look on my face. Okay. And he know what time it is. Like my 10-year-old daughter, which is my baby, that's my final girl. She knows if I have this look or my tone and my voice change, it's time to tone it down. It's just certain things as parents, and your son's gonna understand this too. If you don't understand now, when we use certain tones, so our parenting has to change. Have we got a little linear? Yes, we got a little softer on it, but at the same time, it's respecting. Our kids fear us. They may not, a lot of kids don't fear their parents.
Yeah, they
I
ain't
know
supposed
my daughter,
to be
my
terrified
kids,
of you.
Yeah, they're not pretty terrified, but they put on saying like, their dad gonna knock my face off if I get out of the house. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell a story real quick. My nephew, I'm sorry, nephew, I gotta tell the story.
Here we go.
My nephew, he feeling himself. He 16, 17, you know what I'm saying? Dating, he, live out there in the burbs, with all the white girls. And, he feeling himself. Shorty told me and my parents gonna come slide on me. So he do what the house party thing. He sneak out the crib, make a little rope, jump out the window, you know what I'm saying, lock his door, make his bed like he in the bed, put the pillows in there and stuff like he in the bed. Bro my sister happened to wake up, gonna knock on the door. Ain't nobody saying nothing. My nephew gone. He freaking out, right? He come back home, his little rope thing is gone. You know what I'm saying? He was so scared, he called my dad. He couldn't even come home. My sister was gonna probably kill him.
Well, what
you know what I'm saying?
What was put in place to create that foundation? Because it's not like you'd be like, "Oh, you should constantly making threats all the time," right? It's somewhere along the way your children understand the consequences of something that they should not be doing.
But that don't mean we're not gonna go and try to be sneaky.
All
of
of
us at
course.
this table have done something to be sneaky to our parents. So all we're doing, and all the kids are doing even now, is recycling the same thing, but just trying to twist it.
But the thing is, when we was being sneaky, we ain't self-snitch.
And we were sneaky. We didn't have this to track us. We didn't have phones to track us. We just went out the crib like, yo, we going and we'll be back.
So my thing is this. Are these phones making these kids think they're untouchable? Because one, right, technology is moving so fast. There's an app out now, I think it's called VBBE or whatever it's called. It's teaching you how to even reply to people. Because me and Ida was talking about this, how it's taking away self-thinking, right? It's taking away self-thinking. Like there's an app that even creates fake locations. So if you got to check in with your parents, there's an app where you create fake locations where you know how some parents call me every 5 minutes, send me your location, turn your location on so I can know where you at. There's apps that create fake locations. So it's like,
so I am ignorant because I did not know that.
Yeah.
I'm
not gonna say what the app. I'm not gonna say
don't
what.
say it, but I did not know that though, y'all.
So
I didn't know that.
my thing is technology taking away the ability to be able to parent correctly? Because the way technology works is making people not think for themselves. It's making them react, comment, reply, call. There's even, I seen a video where a parent FaceTimed their child and it wasn't even them. It was an AI generated to respond. So my thing is, in 2025, can parents really parent? Because you can't whoop your kids, right? Can you?
You say what?
You can parent in 2025.
You say you can't do. Hold on. You say you can't do what?
Can you? You can.
You got my blood.
No.
Hey, let me tell you something. You got my blood. You think I'm gonna put my hands on you? Yeah, okay. You can call DSS if you want to.
They gonna come take your
And
child.
I'll be like, deuces. Y'all promise you, I ain't gonna never. One thing you will never do is make me be scared to be a parent.
Yeah, I'm with that.
That's a scary tactic. I'm called DCFS. I'll call them for you.
What a DCF? What is it?
Department of Children and
Child-
Family Services.
Yeah, I always forget that. Yeah. I had to go check VY.
Man, I think no matter what era we in, it's going to start with accountability, and that's what it is largely. Like these phones and all this stuff. Yeah, these kids got all types of influences and things like that, and it ain't always putting the belt to their ass or whatever.
He said, Funny Pink said, AI is coming regardless. We're going to have to adapt. So I took the time to master it. So can't beat them, join them.
So you part of the machine.
Hold on.
I got you.
Wait, but you can't tell every parent you can't beat them, join them. Because, man, unfortunately, my mom still has a problem putting a VHS in.
Yeah, some people gonna be like that regardless.
Hey, man.
But this AI thing, that's a real thing though.
Yeah, but
and if you're not a parent that's gonna make your kid read books and stuff like that, they gonna just AI they test and all the stuff like.
But you know what? Unfortunately, though, Quiet Storm, that's what the world is doing because people are AI and resumes. The companies are looking at resumes now, and if you do the resume the old school way, they're not even looking at it anymore.
Again,
you know what?
That comes back to
Right.
accountability.
Okay.
I don't want my kid to not have skills just because there's AI involved and you can do this easy or whatever. Like kids nowadays don't know how to write in cursive, bro. Like that's not
cursive. What is it? Roman numerals.
That's the worst one. They don't know that anymore.
They don't know Roman numerals.
Roman numerals is
Roman numerals don't need to teach those anymore. Like y'all know, if we went to Africa and went to the pyramid and stuff, you can't read Roman numerals. You dead. Because you didn't even understand nothing.
You're not
But
dead.
that goes back to my larger point. Like it's like, man, you can't just depend on the world to teach your kids the skills that they need that they need to know or you feel they need to know.
Well, I'll ask you this, and I want your honest opinion.
I hate Rock.
I don't know what he's saying. That Uncle Willie's son.
Shut up, Rock.
I want to ask you this question. I'm not trying to make this a political debate, right? But is public schools considered non-working? Does it not work?
I would say it's working about as good as you can expect it to work. One, we don't value teachers as a society.
Right.
Like that's one of the larger issues. Like we keep overcrowding these classrooms. People are going into the teaching profession less nowadays because they don't feel value. They don't pay these people people enough.
Now, I'm going to say this. Once again, I'm that controversial guy, right? So, public schools are daycares for big kids.
Public schools are daycares for big kids.
Teachers are underpaid. They're underpaid.
Yeah, and the reason
they're underpaid. And the kids go to school to kick it. The teachers aren't teaching because the children don't want to learn. Now, if you send your kid to private school, guess what?
And
you have the flip side to that.
The teachers are learning. You know why they learn it? Because it's coming out of my pocket.
Well, so the reason I asked that question is because parents have their children from what? In the morning, the evening, the 8 hours, 10 hours, or 7 hours, whatever it is, right? They're at school. A lot of the influence is outside of the house.
Definitely.
So if the parents not doing it at home and it ain't working up at school, it's just what? We should gotta act as if we're at a handicap?
Not necessarily.
Well, when you say not necessarily, right? You got to think about that. If the parents are, and that go back to what I was saying about the VC trying to get their kids. I even do it myself. When Jameson getting on my nerves, I'll be like, go watch the Toy Story.
He didn't say that. He didn't say that. And we gonna edit that.
Like gone. Like, but but that's different. But it's should parents go back to the old school? I'm involved in every single thing you doing every single day. I know your schedule. Should we just embody that old school?
Absolutely.
So
it depends, because the reality of it is you might want to do that, but your circumstances, like a lot of people are underpaid in the jobs that they're doing now. So you have these parents that are working multiple jobs and they're trying to do what they can do to take care of these kids, and they're not necessarily getting the time that they need, which to me means like the public school system should be valued even more, especially if we're not going to do anything from a politics standpoint to improve wages throughout the country.
Yeah, it could. So Rock said they stopped teaching
Cursive in
2012, and CPS got to supplement other ways to educate through, especially when they're low funding.
But it's hard to do that when they're shutting down schools. Every time you turn around and you got teachers who aren't teaching. A lot of teachers aren't passionate, so they hiring teachers who aren't passionate to teach. You got to remember, when we was going to school, our teachers were passionate to teach. You know what I'm saying? We'll go to class, we'd be excited. I was excited to go to, African American literature class. I was excited for that because that was about us, and I got to learn our culture. They don't even teach that anymore.
Nah,
they don't teach certain things anymore. So when I went to school, it was about learning, and it was exciting to go to school to go to class.